Hello, MonstersAbound, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, Mortal Empires in Part 32 of my Skrolk Campaign. We've taken Ubersreich, but the Empire has struck back. That's right. They have... it's the return of the Empire. A new Empire. Sure. But fortunately for us, we've kind of got this... Now, most of the old world maps are just open plains, but fortunately we've kind of got this underground map, which has this nice big hole in the middle. Which is nice. It looks nice, doesn't it? That's also going to break up the Empire forces for us, which is going to... I'm going to keep overshooting. What's wrong with me? What the hell is wrong with me? Never mind. Okay, so because of that, the Empire forces are going to have to split around to our left flank, where we've got the Ixchus Triads hiding in wait for them. Of course, they can spawn a double who... they don't do any damage, but they will keep the knights at bay. And the Empire is sort of bunching up. I was going to say budging, but that's not the word. But bunching up in this little choke point here, and we're raining death globes down upon them. On the right flank, we've got a slight issue, as multiple units of Reichsguard are flanking around to try and hit us in the rear. We're not going to let that happen. Our weapon teams are on the right flank, and we've also got what is left of the garrison. The garrison hasn't had a chance to replenish. We've also got Pustin Fever, and he's going to bust a groove with some Scaveny rats, and the Warpfire is going to come in as well. I mean, yes, the garrison is being roasted alive, but basically they should have realised that was going to happen. More Reichsguard charging around. We're going to use a menace from below to pin them down, and then we're going to take them out with weapon teams. That's all good. Meanwhile, enemy forces are trying to advance through the forest, but taking horrendous damage as the Reichsguard finally managed to break through. The Luminarch's been doing some damage to the Council Guard, but it's not going to be enough. The Reichsguard are going to be rebuffed and sent packing, taking a little bit of damage from the crossbows, but it's not really enough to cause us any concern. The Reichsguard on the right flank are being roasted alive, along with, you know, a lot of the rats on this flank, but that's just, you know, whatever, doesn't matter. Some Reichsguard are going to manage to break through, and what the fuck are they doing? They do come back. Here they come. Taking quite a lot of damage in the meantime as they charge through, but they do actually manage to reach the Warp Fire Throwers, who are going to take some damage. Fortunately, Pustin Fever is there to fix that problem as well. Elsewhere, the Storm Vermin and the Plague Center Bearers are mopping up the last of the infantry. The Great Swords there being well and truly thrashed, and some weapon teams dealing the last killing blow to these halberdiers. I've actually been, you know, I just want people to... I have been pretty controlled with the weapon teams in this battle. This has been pretty good. I haven't roasted anyone I haven't really wanted to, apart from obviously these guys. But, you know, you can't make an omelette without frying some rats. The enemy general is being seen off by Influenza, who's called up to him. Get him, Ian. You got this, Ian. Ian's got this. Off with his heads. Indeed, off with his head, and off it comes. And with the death of their general, the last of the Empire troops retreats. I think that generally went pretty well. That was okay. If we take the replenishment, then I think we should be fully healed by the end of the turn. Oh, so many Empire. On the other hand, the fact there's lots of Empire armies down there suggests there might not be that many in the Empire. I mean, I don't feel like that's accurate. I guess we'll have to fight it, because I know we've just got clan rats and the garrison's pretty shit, but I still think we've got enough to beat 5 archers and 2 peasant mob. Who can win? A bunch of dirty peasants and a floaty lady in a white dress, or a bunch of ratty boys? I guess we're about to find out. So, I mean, the archers are... the archers will do damage. That's a problem. However, if we can mob them in melee combat, and considering the only defense they've got are these peasant mob, and peasant mob are the worst unit in the game, bar none. They are legitimately the shittest units in the entire game. They're barely worth recruiting. They're worse than zombies. So in come the menace from below. We're going to chase down the peasant bowmen and deal with them. Meanwhile, the plague claw catapults opening fire. We've only got 2 of them, but it's going to be enough, I think. And also we've got the gutter runners coming in from the flank. They've got the missile attacks. And basically, I should have been... Now, the Fey Enchantress is going to be the major issue here. Despite the fact that she's a floaty lady in a dress, she's certainly better than a bunch of ratty boys. So basically, she could probably solo this army if we let her. So what I should have been doing is hitting her with my gutter runners with their missile attacks. Don't fight her in melee. That's a bad idea. Fill her full of shurikens. That's the key. So our gutter runners and clan rats are mopping up the enemy archers and the peasant mob as well. Because the Fey Enchantress is here, the peasant mob is actually going to be quite difficult to rout. I mean, normally they just run away, but actually they've got 30 melee attack and 15 melee defense, which is actually not bad for a peasant mob. That's... I mean, it's not as good as clan rats. That's how good... I mean, you know, clan rats are trash, and the peasant mob aren't as good as clan rats, despite the fact they've been obviously beefed up. As you can see, the gutter runners making a short work of the peasant mob there. But we are going to take... Oof. I'm just going to plant some trees in our midst. Son of a bitch. The bowmen have also now come back to the battle, and this is a slight problem because they've spread out, and that means it's going to be very difficult to pin them down. Now, fortunately, our gutter runners are faster than the bowmen, so we can actually hunt them down and finish them off. I decided to try and mob the Fey Enchantress, thinking that, you know what, I mean, she's got a dress on. She doesn't have a huge amount of melee defense, and that we should be able to eventually chip through her defenses. As it happens, that is not correct. She is actually a little bit more tanky than I gave her credit for. See the bowmen being cut down there by the gutter runners. But we are taking a little bit of fire from the archers. It's a bit of a problem. I was hoping the archers would shatter by now, but they've proven to be slightly hardier than I gave them credit for. We're trying to jump the Fey Enchantress. I think if I can rout the Fey Enchantress, then it'll be fine. But as you can see, she seems to be dropping quite a lot of shit on my head, and it's having quite a devastating effect, and she's barely lost any health. So now I'm thinking, okay, maybe rather than kill the Fey Enchantress, we rout the rest of her army, and then maybe she'll run away? So that's what we're going to try. We're going to kill off her units, and then chase down the last remaining peasant bowman, and then hopefully the Fey Enchantress should run away. She's taken a little bit of damage, but I'm a little bit concerned that she might do enough damage to rout my entire army, which would obviously be bad, because that means the Bretonnians would win, and I'd be in a shit place. So I need to be honest. If I lose Helmgart, it's not really the end of the world. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, because I mean, Skrolk is literally what, less than half a turn away. So if they take Helmgart, the next thing that's going to happen is Skrolk is going to jump up and down on their dead bodies. So I mean, it's not at this point. It's very much more sort of like, I just don't want to let the Fey Enchantress win. She's just a floaty lady in a white dress who is just murdering my clan rats. And I murder my clan rats. That's what I do. That's my job. That's not her job. She's come here stealing my job. God, and doing it slightly better than I am as well, which is even more insulting. So having managed to chase down most of the bowmen and shattered them, kind of, we're now going to concentrate on taking out the Fey Enchantress. Stupid float. Look at her. Floating around, eyes aglow. Nary a care in the world. Except some shurikens, which we're going to throw at her. Because that's... I've decided throwing shurikens... That's... Who can win? A floaty lady in a wedding dress... Or a shit ton of shurikens? I'm also going to try... I feel like if we can just mob her, we might be able to break her. She hasn't lost much health, though, has she? Come! Oh, you come back here, Kevin! Fucking Kevin! I knew it was a mistake. Okay, so the Fey Enchantress is basically all that's left of our army. We've managed to destroy, I think, everything else. Everything else is shattered, apart from. Oh wait, there is some peasant mob heading towards my Plague Claw catapults. Never mind, they're almost out of ammo, so, you know, who cares? Okay, here we go. So, shurikens. This I feel... Ow. This, I feel, is... I wish you'd stop planting trees in my midst. It's really, really quite annoying. So, we're just going to chuck shurikens at her now. No, don't run, flee. Throw shurikens. It's a different tactic. She's still pretty chipper, despite the fact that she's got multiple shurikens embedded in her face. Or foot, as the case may be. Because apparently they all aim for a foot. Which I guess is fine. We're running out of rats at this point. There's not many left. So we're going to throw yet another unit of clan rats at the Fey Enchantress. I mean, we've still got... I feel like that guy just died of a heart attack. Why are they dying? What is she doing to them? Mist of the Lady. Has she farted? It's not very ladylike, is it? She's literally... Jesus. So I thought, let's mob her. We'll kill her that way. Turns out, no. That didn't work. She's just murdering me harder. She's got 135 kills. 135 kills. And she's blatting me. Right, okay, so we're now going to run away. And I've realised my mistake, which was fighting her. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to throw shurikens at her until she fucks off. Go away. Go on, shoot. Get out of here. It's like a spray bottle with a cat. It's like, get out of here. Bad Fey Enchantress. Get out of here. Go, shoot. Stop chasing me. That's it. Keep throwing the shurikens. They're actually doing damage, which is good. That's why missile attacks are like the best thing in Total Warhammer. So we're actually taking her out. She's looking a bit less happy. She's still got 49, 52, 34. There we go. I think army losses are starting to take effects. She's not very happy. She's got another 40 melee attack. Okay, she's now wavering. And she's off. She's gone. We've thrown enough shurikens at her that she's like, no, actually, I've changed my mind. I'm off. Victory. Barely. Well, I mean, to be fair, the Fey Enchantress did almost beat us. Almost. Not quite, but almost. But we did win in the end. I managed to kill all of their peasants.
Eat them.
I'll just take the cash. I'm just going to take the money. Oh, come on. Oh, I can't be asked. Fuck it, they had a good run. There's a lot of Bretonnian armies wandering around, despite the fact they've got no, home anymore. Sad times. For them, anyway. And Arkan... Oh, Talak was dead. Who were they fighting then? Probably should have been paying attention. Wasn't. Not particularly interesting. Helmgart has been sacked, but they didn't take it for some reason. Fair enough. Wiseband, more plague. Lovely. And we got a banner of swiftness, which is good. And an Eshin apprentice, which is nice. And a bell polisher. Lovely. Okay, you're dead.
Move.
Or apparently you're not. Never mind. You're dead. Take the replenishment.
Move, hustle. My eyes gone, but I see.
You're dead. Don't know how you thought this was going to... I mean, I'm not sure what they thought was going to happen.
Chief Warlock,
Yeah, I want to take this. And that one's mine as well now. Lovely. Good job. There we go. That's a nice bit of absolute murder. Good stuff. And we might lose Ubersreich, but to be honest, it's not really a big... It's not really a big deal, especially now that we've dealt with... I think Bretonia might be...
I will not.
I think Esme up here might be the only... Oh, wait, actually, I think they might have... Oh, unless Malek is actually beaten up the Bretonians in Norska. That could well be a thing he's done. In which case, basically, Bretonia has no cities north of Martek. Which isn't great for them, I'll be honest. It's not the best. I wonder if we could pop Undercity and Black Crag. That might be quite good, mightn't it? That could be quite good. I've got some plague going on here. This is good. Kazakarak's got the plague. He's got the lurgy. I really should spend some time doing some proper building, but I should probably, in between episodes, actually go through all of my Undercities and set them up properly, because I kind of half-ass. I probably wouldn't if I was, playing this without recording it, but it's kind of boring to watch someone just go through each Undercity one by one and, set them out properly. And I realise for some people, they may look at my haphazard slapdash Undercity management and lose their fucking minds, but, oh god, it'd be so tedious. Ikit, what do you got? You got stuff. So that's good. Tell you what, respected and feared is never a bad thing, so let's grab some of that. And Mutin is immortal, so let's make him immortal, and we'll give him a proper name next time. I'll remember. I won't remember, I'll forget. Oh, of course, we got dwarves hiding over here as well, haven't we? Do I want to blunder into an ambush? Do I have... You know what? It's probably better to go and deal with Volkmar first, isn't it? Let's kill Volkmar. Then once we've... Oh my god, that's a Demigryph army, isn't it? Oh, fucking hell. Don't like that. I am not a fan of that. Holy shit. Okay. That's a lot of Demigryphs to kill. Alright, I could order us all. I just don't really want to fight that. It's just going to be a... Oh, fuck it, I'm just going to auto-resolve it. Fighting cav heavy armies is always just so irritating. Oh, poison, that's good. It'd be doable. It would just be annoying. Gonorrhea, you can have... What do you got? What do you got? Warpstone token? Sure, a little bit of, explosions never hurt anyone. Diphtheria, you can have... No, not Trixie, because Trixie's a bit shit. Concealment bombs, sure, have some of those. I mean, I never remember to use them, but it's nice to have some concealment bombs. And Anithrax, you can have Critical, not Flensing Rune, because Flensing Rune is trash. We tried it. It's garbage. Didn't do shit. Oh god, you guys are the worst. Yeah, well, it didn't work, did it? It didn't bloody work. Had no effects. 12% shot. That's useless. No. You right. Right. What? Right. You two.
Not likely.
Not you. You're now Tweedle dumb. And you're Tweedle dim. There you go. Tweedledum and Tweedledim because they're useless and trash. Oh, Gonorrhea's caught the Lurgy, which is good because you catch the Lurgy and everyone gets frenzy. And yes, you can extra replenishment and also more leadership. Yeah, that's right. When they're all, you know, drippy, they're having a grand old time.
This city mine.
Oh, I forgot about the ambush. I don't know. Hang on. Wait, did the dwarves... I'm sure I saw them ambush, but did they underway away? Or did they... Are they still there somewhere? If so, how did I not set off the ambush? Because had that army got ambushed, that would have been a very dead army. Oh well. Never mind. Let's get some more of you, because you're good. Like you a lot. What else do we like? Let's get some storm vermin with halberds because that's going to help fend. And we also want a warp block engineer and a plague priest in here as well, don't we? So let's have a couple of those guys because I quite like them. So warlock engineer, we can't get one. However, we can get lots of plague priests, so that's something. Let's get Toxide. So you can have... Wait, you're an Eshin sorcerer. Oh, I've got the wrong one. Well, all right, fine. We'll have an Eshin sorcerer here just for reasons. Experience gain per turn. All right, sure. Warp stars. All right. Veil of Shadows is not the worst. Toxic Rain. When casting, okay. Armour of Darkness. I quite like Veil of Shadows, and you can have Evasion. What else do you get? Brittle Bones, which reduces melee defense, speed, and... Okay, that's quite nice. And Black Whirlwind. That's better than Flensing Ruin, isn't it? Eh? Eh? Better than friggin' Flensing Ruin. Which is trash. Garth. Yeah, I know who you are, so you can be elusive. And
Master assassin.
when can we declare war on these
I will
guys?
listen, but my time is short.
Oh, because we haven't right. Let's cancel our agreements with them, and then in 10 turns we'll go and murder them. In the meantime, you go there. Right. So
Feel my power.
we need more Skaven corruption here, and that's what we're getting. So in a few turns, you should be able to get down here. Then you can pop a doobly what sits under city in there. We can get a plague cauldron, and that should then give us lots of plague, and that'll be good. All scurry, you're going to go in this army. What does Tretch have? Does he not? Oh, he's got his hat. He's got his lucky hat. That's nice. So, more melee attack when ambushing. After retreating. Okay, he gets Vanguard deployment all units. Fair enough. He's got Shadow's Fall for defeating Alethanar. And also immune to desert and sandstorm attrition, plus some more magic okay, good. Good. Fair enough. What skills have you got? Okay. Right. Not the worst. Life is cheap. That's a bit trash because Skaven slaves just aren't really worth the effort. It's a shame, but they're just not... And Untainted is actively hurting us. Also, recruitment cost is useless. Otherwise, not the worst... Not the worst skill points to have, to be honest. Not having his special tree is a bit weird because it's quite a good tree to have. Oh, an extra charge bonus for storm vermin. Not necessarily that useful. But still. Okay, so we've got another army over there, which we can probably utilise. I'm just not sure how we want to do that. Okay, we're building the Pox Cauldron, which is good. Let's go for the public order building, because we're probably okay to spread Skaven Corruption there. We can spread Skaven Corruption there. And we're also going to whack a Plague Cauldron in here. So what that should do is spread Skaven Corruption to the surrounding areas, which is what we want. To be honest, if we could get more undercities, that would be even better. So we're going to try and do that. We're also going to get some more food, because we kind of need it. So we can do that. This one, it might be able to spread to there as well, but I don't. We'll knock that down and we'll get more food, because at the moment, more food is probably what we need. Our undercities aren't spreading as fast as I would have liked, which is a bit of a shame. But if most of the Empire's armies are down here and also riddled with plague, then I do feel like the plague strategy has. I mean, it's a lot of effort. Let's be honest. It's a lot of effort to, you know, plague the entire Empire, but you know, it has worked out quite nicely. I think it's a good strategy, in my opinion, and it's worked quite well. Right, you are not going to be happy, but that's okay. I mean, if you do rebel, I'll just kill the rebellion. Easy. Job done. What are you up to? Oh, I was going to... Oh, Clan Eshin. Now, Clan Eshin are probably not going to like me very much, because they are in cahoots with the stunties, which is, frankly, disgusting. Eel hearts destroyed? No! Why? Why, God? Why? I need to grab Altdorf for Malekith. I mean, as long as I've got the corruption in Huatl, and I've got all the victory cities, there's no reason, or if I just need one more victory city, there's no reason I couldn't just attack Malekith and take some cities off him, because it's sort of like this weird... I feel like the requirement to have 50% corruption in all your cities is sort of a weird mechanic, because realistically, all that does is slows you down. Because if you conquer a new city for whatever reason, the likelihood is the corruption is going to be low. You build it up over time. So therefore, at a certain point, you just have to go, okay, I won't conquer anything and just build up my corruption. I kind of see the sort of thinking behind it, but it's just an odd choice. Okay, we need to move. We need to get over here ASAP. And it's a little bit ballsy, but we're going to do it. Do we have a military access? We do. Okay. Undercity in Altdorf. Okay, good stuff. Plague is being spread there. Let's go and see if we can find Archaon and his posse. Really hanging around, causing trouble, the bad boys that they are. Okay, the dwarves have come out of hiding. If we can get an ambush on them, that would be grand. Chlamydia is going to get hard to hit. Okay, let's go for it. We got the ambush. Excellent. Yeah, I prefer an ambush on these guys because they've got lots of missile units and also cannons. And the idea of having to charge at 4 cannons and an organ gun across an open field doesn't feel particularly good. So we'll just do it this way and not have to worry about it. Classic double rock. The double rock drop. I think we dropped some rocks on some of our own rats this time, but never mind. And our weapon teams, I've just left free to kind of do their own thing. And they're raining fire down upon the missile units who are trying to get away from my melee units. So the dwarves are trying to retreat. The Plague Monk Sensor Bearers have taken it. The organ gun seems to be making a break for it, which is, you know, quite slow for an organ gun, and I don't want them to turn around and start shooting at me, so we're going to deal with that. The weapon team seem to be having a lovely old time. That seems to be going great. The Storm Vermin are keeping the Dwarf War. I mean, the fact is, the Storm Vermin are okay infantry. They're not elite by any stretch of the imagination. They're still Skaven. They're trained Skaven, but they're still not, you know, elite. They'll hold their own, but they're not going to really change the tide of battle by themselves. So the Rune Lord over here, we've got where is he? Where is he? Oh, there it is. Diphtheria is in there, stabbing him. Something quite. A lot of the dwarves seem to be now running away, which is really good. Just the Slayers really still holding on, and of course killing Slayers is tricky because they will die to a dwarf, which is quite annoying to deal with. We've managed to deal with pretty much the rest of the army. The rest of the army is running away. So I've decided that what we're going to do is we're going to get the rattling guns to help out the Storm Vermin by mowing down the dwarves. It's a can't fail plan. The only slight issue is that the rattling gunners aren't very good shots, and so therefore are going to kill quite a lot of their own Storm Vermin. However, they're also going to kill the Slayers, so, you know, that's probably, you can probably stop shooting that. Guys, they're dead. They're dead. Right, good. Okay, with all of the dwarves now dead, Slayers, this is good. I guess we'll call that a win. I don't think the Storm Vermin would, but you know, they don't get that, don't get to make that call, so just as well, really. Dwarves are bad enough even when they don't have the cannon support. Yeah, let's eat.
We are brave, mighty.
And they have run away. Let's do a little ambush, see if we can lure them back in. They might just decide to run away, but either way. And Anithrax, cracks cool. There we go. All good. Tweedledum. Oh, you actually succeeded for once. And you can assault them, and you failed. Of course you did. So, right. Wait, where was this? Right. Let's upgrade that. Oof. Yeah, that's going to be... Well, I mean, it's not too bad. It's generally fine. It's generally fine. So that'll spread corruption to the surrounding area, which will be fine. The only problem is the likelihood of this place rebelling is quite low. Or is it? Could we do that? It might. It might. It might. Problem is, once the event's dropped away, I don't think it will. Unless we increase the escape and corruption in the region, it will probably be fine. Unfortunately, never mind. Let's whack more plague cauldrons everywhere to help out, and also we want... Oh, we've got an undercity at the Temple of Cain. We could whack another plague cauldron there. You know, really spread that corruption. I kind of think that's what we need to do. The corruption here is going to be an issue. Because they've got plus 12 untainted. Ah, that's going to be a right bugger, isn't it? That's going to be a right bugger. Not insurmountable. If we knock that down, if we whack a couple of oh, it might be unsurmountable actually. It might actually not be plausible. Unless we whack like an undercity over there. That could be viable. So let's maybe look at doing that. It's an option. It's an option, but we need more Warlock engineers to do stuff like that. So we need to... Tretch, for the moment, just stick around. I mean, the fact that you actually help with untainted corruption is a bit of a bugger. How much... Just getting up to 39.5 without you there. 36.6. Guy, you're so clean, it's revolting. Let's not upgrade that at the moment because I don't know if we'll lose it. We'll go and grab Altdorf, which I think should be fairly straightforward. I mean, Tretch's army, not Tretch, Skrolk's army is pretty elite. Should be more than capable of taking out. Let's repair that. Of taking out Altdorf's defences, especially because they've probably been hit by plague. Why did I want that? Did I give him that skill point? Seems remiss. Never mind. Rabbies. Rabbies, you can be a gutter fighter. There we go. And Tweedledum, you can assault units, because that's all you're there for. And Tweedledum, you can assault garrisons. Sure. Good. And I don't really care about that. End turn. End that turn. Oh, I meant to go and have a chat with Deathmaster Snitch, but I suspect he's not going to be very happy with me.
You're in my optics.
In fact, I suspect he's going to be decidedly unhappy. I think he's going to be cranky. But then that's what happens when you make friends with small hairy people. Let that be a lesson. A lesson and a warning. And who says this channel isn't educational? So Bretonia is defeated. We have pretty much smashed Bretonia, which is good. However, that is a concern. And we've also got multiple dwarf stacks moving north. Hello? Are you trying to get away? Oh, Cluny's found you. Look at that. You can... Sure, that is generally fine. Scarecrow banner, of course, is the best banner in the world. We'll give that on you. And I don't really care about that, so sure, why not? Pop. And we'll eat the survivors. Okay, that's one less dwarf stack. I mean, that's something. Let's take the victories, you know, where we find them. And, oh, hello. That's Sigvald. So, because all of the Empire armies seem to be in the south, it seems like... It seems like the Empire's getting a bit of a rough time. Purpose of Chaos are dead. I mean, I really wasn't paying attention to what they were doing, so no big deals there. We wanted... What's this? Hard Caldra. So we're getting the Grand Plague Cauldron there. Good. Okay, oh, little Stuart's back. Excellent. The Temple of Cain. We want Plague Cauldron. We'll get rid of the food because I don't need it. Well, I mean, I'm losing 42... Well, 22 food a turn, but, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's generally fine. Wow, that's... I mean, I thought their defences would have been taken down by plague, but looks like they're okay, which is disappointing. Never mind. I guess we're going to have to do this the hard way. Fortunately, Skrolk likes it hard. That's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.